And welcome everyone to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. It's the Chicago Bulls taking on the Atlanta Hawks.
All right, ready to go? Ready to go?
So Atlanta will get the first possession. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So for Chicago right now, Pippen is out there with Grant. Then there's Paxson. Then it's Cartwright, and it's Armstrong in at the point guard position.
It's as if the defense just let him go.
He'll thank them for that because he got a chance to perform a little razzle-dazzle on that one.
Now here is Cephalosha. Pippen with the steal, all by himself. Goes up, throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's how you take the steal and turn it into a transition opportunity.
I think that's the perfect time to do it, Greg. I mean, those few seconds after the turnover, strike right away because the defense has no chance to get organized.
Teague with a clean look. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Armstrong. Grant with a screen on Teague. 5 to shoot. Here's Cartwright. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Now, there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Now here is Hardaway. Pass to Millsap. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Millsap's got his first points of the game.
A strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
Grant with a screen on Teague. Here's Armstrong. And that one hits back iron.
That's the first miss for this offense. They've hit 3 or 4 to start.
Teague for 3, and he gets it to go. Teague's got his second basket of the night.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Armstrong with it. Grant outside. Feeds it to Armstrong. Cartwright with a screen on Teague. There's the triple. Here's Pippen. And you see a move like that, Scottie Pippen may be the prototypical NBA slasher.
That's a smooth, old-school move right there.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Chicago.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Teague kicks to Hardaway. Millsap a screen. Cartwright against Hardaway. Back to Teague. Millsap a screen on Armstrong. To the wing right side. Hardaway for 3. The shot no good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Outside Pippen. Dishes to Armstrong. Passes it to Paxson. It's Pippen with the drive. To the inside. Millsap with the steal. Teague up top. He's covered by Armstrong. A nice shot by Teague. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Now here's Pippen, covered by Cephalosha. Pippen, the pass to Cartwright. Paxson kicks to Armstrong. Picked by Cartwright. Armstrong gets the bucket.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Now here's Teague. He's got 7, picked by Horford. Hardaway for 3. Millsap, a follow-up jam.
This is just great anticipation. The putback jam.
Oh, he had some big-time intentions right there.
And those plays, guys, will give the entire team a boost.
And it's Armstrong missing.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Now here is Hardaway. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Just 4 to shoot, and they take the lead. The Atlanta Hawks coming to this one after the win against the 76ers.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, I spoke with the head coach for Chicago. He talked about the impact that Al Horford can have on a game and how they'll have their work cut out for them dealing with him. He said Horford's just a complete ball player. He does all the things you want from a big man. He can shoot, handle, and pass. He's always a tough matchup, but it starts with matching his energy level. Kevin will see if they have what it takes.
Thanks, Doris. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Muscala, he's checked in for Horford. Young comes in for Paul Millsap. Tayshaun Prince is checked in for Sefolosha. And Shelvin Max subbed in for Hardaway. Chicago also making some changes. Will Purdue's checked in for Cartwright. Williams comes in for Grant. And McRae's subbed in for John Paxson. Now here's Pippen. 7 points in the game. And here's Armstrong. Now the pass to McRae. Williams dishes to Armstrong. Williams passes to Armstrong. Here's Pippen, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Pippen's got 9 points.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
They set the screen, and Mack kicks to Muscala. Teague dishes to Young. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Hawks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And that one falls for Young. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Armstrong passes to Pippen. Williams kicks to Armstrong. Purdue the screen. Here is Armstrong. Just 5 on the clock. Now the dish to Pippen. Nobody near Williams. And it's off from 3-point range. Outside Teague. Young in the corner. The 3-ball. That's good. And so Teague with the assist. Young's got 5 now. Six seconds left in the first quarter. Pippen from deep 3-point range. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Hawks lead by 5. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Okay, Atlanta, let's keep it going. Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
And we've really seen them get out and establish a real nice rhythm offensively in this game.
Yeah, and they're finding ways to score multiple ways, playing well and sharing the ball, just operating good at the offensive end.
Bulls trail by 5. Time now for an injury report. We've got a chance now to check up on Jeff Teague's status. Doris?
Kev, I was able to speak with head athletic trainer for the Hawks about his status. It doesn't seem like too drastic of an injury. The schedule becomes a real grind at this time of the year, and that injury is only going to make things harder on this team. Guys?
Thank you, Doris, for the update. We appreciate it, and we really hope for the best as always.
And he's a tough guy. My guess is he'll be back before we know it and better than ever.
Greg, I sure hope you're right. I mean, there are just so many uncertainties when it comes to dealing with injuries, though. Let's hope for the best.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. They've got Pippen. Davis is out there with Williams. That's John Paxson, and it's McRae in at the 3 side. And Pippen slams it in.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
T kicks to Prince. He dishes it to Young. He feeds it to T. Screen by Young. Here's Mack, guarded by Pippen. Here's Young. Rebound by Williams.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Outside Pippen. There's a screen by Williams. He was all alone on that one. Pippen's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Okay, Atlanta, let's keep it going for your very own Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders.
Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. He told Grant that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pippen, a screen on Teague. Paxson passes to Smith. Grant kicks to Pippen. Just 2 to shoot. And it's Pippen again missing. The Hawks leading. Outside Teague. Rebound by the Bulls.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
The Bulls have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Mike Scott. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Outside Teague. They set the pick. Horford sets a screen for Teague. To the paint. It's deflected. It's Pippen with a drive. Out to Smith. Paxson against Hardaway. Paxson passes to Grant. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Chicago making some changes. Cartwright comes in for Davis, and B.J. Armstrong has subbed in for Pippen. The Bulls shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. The Hawks trail by 4. Millsap a screen on Armstrong. Horford sets a screen for Teague. And here's Cephalosha for 3, and that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Teague against Armstrong. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Millsap misses. The Bulls leading by 3. Screened by Grant. Here's Armstrong. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Armstrong's got 6.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Teague dishes to Hardaway. Oh! And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. We've got 1:18 left now here in the second. Pick by Horford. Millsap a screen on Smith. Teague kicks to Millsap. Fires from 14, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And now just a 1-point Bulls lead, and the Bulls with possession.
Okay, Atlanta, let's keep it going for your very own Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Mike Muscala is checked in for Horford. Young comes in for Paul Millsap. Tayshaun Prince is checked in for Hardaway, and Max subbed in for Teague. Then for the Bulls, Will Purdue's checked in for Cartwright. Williams comes in for Grant, and McRae's subbed in for Smith. Here's Armstrong. He's got 6. Pass to Paxson. Takes the 3. Rebound by Muscala.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Young, a screen on Armstrong. And Mack kicks to Young. Comes up empty off the pick.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
McRae passes to Armstrong. Now Paxson. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Shooting from John Max. 2 shots. Under 6.
All right, now, gentlemen. Jump shot.
That free throw, good from Paxson. And he makes both free throws.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Here's Mack, Young outside, lets it go with a three. And there's the foul. It'll go on Shelvin Mack. That's his first foul. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Chicago up by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
Looking at the game Pippen has been having, 13 points and 2 steals.
And his offense has matched the defensive effort today. He's been really just one of the best players on both ends.
I don't know if you can say enough about the job he's been doing in all aspects of the game. I mean, stuff in the stat sheet when you look at it.
Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Teague, and it's Cephalosha in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Now here's Teague. And with that, the Chicago lead is get back down to 3 on the basket from Hardaway.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
Armstrong against Teague. Now Armstrong. He's got 6, and the call will be against Jeff Teague. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
And so here is Chicago. It's a 3-point game.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Now here is Hardaway. Picked by Horford for the tie. And it's Hardaway again missing. Chicago leading by 3. And stolen by Jeff Teague. Now here is Cephalosha. Defense is right there. Picked by Horford. Cephalosha dishes to Teague. The feed now to Horford. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 5 assists in the game. Horford's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Outside Pippen. Down low, here's Cartwright. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 3.
Boy, he picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Scott, he's checked in for the Hawks. And a change for the Bulls. Davis is checked in for Bill Cartwright. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Outside Teague. They set the pick. Six to shoot. Outside Scott. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Scott's got it all tied up now for Atlanta. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Armstrong kicks to Grant. Outside Pippen. Puts it up from 17. Can't hit, so Atlanta will take it the other way. Now here's Teague. 7 points in the game. Kicks it to Scott for the lead. And again, it's Atlanta.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
A tight game here in Atlanta. Pippen, the pass to Armstrong. Paxson with the ball. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Pippen and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Paul Millsap picks one up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
The Bulls shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. That one is off. Some changes for Chicago. Williams, he's checked in for Grant. And Smith subbed in for John Paxson. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Now here's Teague. Millsap has the open look, and that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Now it's a 5-point Atlanta lead. They're struggling to keep up.
And we'll see if they can turn things around, Kevin. On this trip, they can't continue to come up empty.
Armstrong dishes to Davis. He kicks it to Smith. From 12 feet out. The second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in. Davis has got his first 2 points.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Scott, good.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
Teague against Armstrong. Davis sets a screen. Millsap with the steal. Pass to Teague. Feeds to Hardaway. Back to Teague. Hardaway kicks to Horford. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his first personal foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Atlanta.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Well, they've also really been dialed in with their jump shot. I mean, they have not missed much from mid-range today.
First one falls for him, and the Hawks will go for a different look here. Muscala, he's checked in for Scott. Young comes in for Paul Millsap. Tayshaun Prince is checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Shelvin Max subbed in for Teague. Purdue, he's checked in for the Bulls. McRae has come in for Smith. And Al Horford drops them both. For Chicago, they won their last contest, that game against the Boston Celtics. Hawks making a change here. Cephalosha's checked in.
Tavo Cephalosha.
There's a screen to the paint. Here's McCray. Prince with the defensive effort.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Here's Mack. He's covered by Armstrong. Mack, the pass to Muscala. To the middle. Here's Prince. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. It's his first trip to the line.
And he's there at 71 from the line this season, probably below where you'd like to see him.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Bulls trail by 8.
I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and then try to get another possession after that.
Now here's Pippen. He's got 13. Inside, the kick out to Williams. Clock is at 3. They get it again. Knocked down by the 7-footer Purdue.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
And Mack kicks to Cephalosha. Prince dishes to Cephalosha. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Mack. That 3 off the mark. Pippen with it. From 11 feet away, can't get it to go. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Hawks on top as they end the third quarter with a tremendous 17-6 run. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Atlanta leading by 6. So for Chicago right now, we've got McCray. John Paxson is out there with Pippen. Then there's Grant, and it's Cartwright in at the 5 spot. Teague can't hit. Pippen, the pass to Cartwright. Back to Pippen. Lots of room. And he swishes it right through. Pippen's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Bulls. T kicks to Cephalosha. Muscala dishes to Prince. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
Teague against Paxson. Floats one up. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And as usual, he's the one directing traffic out there, guys.
And guys, he always has such a firm grasp of exactly what the game plan is. He's always talking, making sure that all 5 guys are on the same page.
First one falls for him.
Some fantastic numbers for Teague. He has 8 points, and the assist numbers tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Al Horford, he's checked in for Muscala. Millsap comes in for Young. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Tayshaun Prince. That one misses.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
Dishes it to Hardaway. Down low, Millsap. Cartwright using his tremendous length to grab the board.
At the line for the Hawks, Paul Millsap. 2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen. Truth shot. Roof shot.
And he knocks down the first one. And so Paul Millsap nails both of them. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. And here's Armstrong. Passes it to Grant. Now the dish to Pippen. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
Now here's Teague to the inside. And there's Millsap. That's good on the assist by Teague. 11 points for Millsap.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
The pass to Paxson. He dishes it to Pippen. Cartwright, the pass to Grant.
Shooting for a minute. Horace Grant taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And Grant drops them both.
And now, your Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, guys, Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
Atlanta leading by 5. Outside Teague. He feeds it to Millsap. Paxson against Hardaway. Back to Millsap. 6 to shoot. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Hardaway has got his 4th assist in this one.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Okay, Atlanta, let's keep it going for your very own Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Paxson against Hardaway. Over to the left wing. Here is Armstrong. Shot clock at 5. Here's Grant. That one a little long. The Hawks leading by 7. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Horford dishes to Teague. Pass to Millsap. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
Here's Paxson. The feed now to Armstrong. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now here's Teague. Kicks it to Sefolosha. The rebound by Grant.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Pippen on target from 13 feet. And now it's just a 4-point Hawks lead.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Hardaway kicks to Teague. Millsap a screen. Teague the pass to Hardaway. Feeds to Millsap. Back to Hardaway. Fires the 3. And he gets the bucket. And the Hawks lead by 7.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. Armstrong kicks to Pippen. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And tired legs affect you at the defensive end first, and that's what we're seeing here.
You called it, Greg. As much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Now here's Hardaway. Back to Teague. Plenty of space. The rebound by Paxson.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Pass to Pippen. Sinks it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so, too. There's the steal.
And it's still within reach.
But they have to be really close to perfect from here on out. I mean, they have to get their offense right on target, right on point immediately.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
And now, your Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Cartwright. Rebounded by the Hawks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Jeff Teague. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Okay, Atlanta, let's keep it going for your very own Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders.
.12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Shooting for Atlanta. Jeff Teague. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. From deep, it's off. And so it's Atlanta with the W. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But Clark, in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Yeah, you know, it looked like for a moment there the outcome was in doubt, but give them a lot of credit for hanging tough, persevering, and finishing strong.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And we leave you with the Jordan Player of the Game, Jeff Teague.